Welcome back. And this is day 14 of iOS apps until we get $100, 100 smackaroos. Yeah, let's get into it. So I saw this today. There's some new, I don't know what this is. The App Store Connect now is going to remove analytics from the analytics section, and now it's available in the apps section. Although I went here and I still couldn't see very many differences. Like, okay, so what about Pulsio? What if we go here? Oh, probably because I looked at it this morning and I was not awake yet. I didn't even see this tab right up here, analytics tab. Okay. So yeah, this is still, I don't know. Proceeds the developer will receive from the sales minus Apple's commissions may not match final payout due to final exchange rates. Okay, but this still is confusing because I'm not sure this is accounting for totality of transactions or just a transaction in the time period that whatever pulled this report. But if we go back here, sales and trends. So yeah, still at the 824. Last time we went ahead and got this guy set up, app jail, and that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So let's get this thing started. I'm curious as to getting Claude ran in Xcode. But it looks like it's pretty simple now with the new update for, what is this, 20? Oh, no, I got to go to about, not that. Not you, App Store. I'm going to go to Xcode, not Xcode. Yeah, 26.3. So now this should be fully supported. So open Xcode, go to File, New Project, and we should have our organization identifier. Yeah, we're going to do app, product name, app, jail, and this should be the name of the project in the Xcode project, quote unquote, file itself, which is not really a file, it's more like a directory. But anyway, yeah, that's the right identifier. We want to do bundle identifier. We want to make sure it's the one with app jail. Yeah, but that's not. You know what? That's weird. It didn't even ask me. It didn't ask me to enter that. Looks like it did that on its own. I wonder why it did that. Well, if it works, it works, though. Okay. If we want Swift UI interface, Swift language, testing system. So testing with CX test, unit test. Yeah, we want unit test and storage. I'm not sure. I know that we're going to have a database, right? Which I think we're going to do in AWS, but we're going to use Supabase. Actually, was just messing with Supabase the other day. So, okay, that's fine. Okay. Next. Create. We want to create it in a workspace. Yeah. Okay. So I'm make sure we pull a terminal. Let's make sure there's actually. Make sure this is actually in the right workspace. Apple W. Yeah. Dude, this is not the right workspace. It's just like my cloud workspace, bro. What the hell? Bro, what? Do I have to hold on a second? Hold on a second. I don't know what all of that. Chad Junior Schwounts in the hoose. Hello, only fellow and base 5 coder. What's up? Yes, hello, all base 5 coders. Actually, I can close. I have 2 instances that's running now. I can close this guy. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the hell is going on my terminal, y'all. That's weird. This is really weird. This is about as weird as it gets, guys. Well, I know it's here. I can see it. And I can see it right in here. I think the config for my workspace, for my terminal, is it's connected to the cloud, because this is all stuff on my workspace from my iCloud. So I don't know what happened. I guess whenever I restarted my machine, I have to check something. But because this all looks good, I mean, we just got like our blank app folder. We have our Xcode project file. We have our test file and our UI test file. So these are all pretty much just going to be unit tests, and we might not even do any, although we should, but we'll just take some tokens to burn. That's it. Okay, so now let's actually get to the point where we can actually load Claude into the terminal on VS Code. So, which I still don't know how to do yet. Sorry, not VS Code, Xcode. I loaded, created, unloaded your project. What's next? Okay, so view. What is it? View developer tools terminal. View. I don't even see developer tools on here. Didn't I try to do that last time? Editor. There is no under view. Should I pull up a YouTube video how to do this? I'll just get this thing a screenshot. But I know for sure you can do that. That was part of the release notes for 26.3 for Xcode. So I don't know if this is gonna work if I'm not even in the right. Like my terminal's like jacked up too. We already have Claude Code installed. I already have Claude Code. Why do we want to go to desktop? That's not the path. Here. Let's see this. Because I don't know exactly where we are in the terminal anymore, for whatever reason happened, there is a quick little hack we can do, and I can just simply find this guy in my workspace, my folder, and paste that. So users, my name, workspace, jail, app jail. But why isn't workspace? Oh, you know what, guys? I think this might have been. I think I have 2 workspaces. I think I have a lowercase workspace and an uppercase workspace. And the uppercase workspace been the one on my cloud that I have not been using this whole time. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to let it know that I printed working directory and that we're in the right place. Okay, so now we actually need to run this command to add Xcode MCP server. So that's called MCP add -- transport stdio xcode xcrun mp bridge. So let's grab that guy, plop him in here. Okay. And then just run Claude. Yes, but I want to do it in Xcode, not have two separate UIs. So, okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna use we're gonna burn the tokens. Yeah, but this is not okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's just that this instance yeah, okay. He doesn't believe me about the version number of Xcode. We're wasting precious times here. I can't believe it just let me walk through that without knowing what it was doing. It's definitely 26.3. We should be using Opens 4.6. Now it's on it. That's what I do for trying to save tokens. Okay, so they still did not build the native built internal for Xcode. So all right. So I guess we still have to do the same workflows last time, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But I want to know what the benefit of I want to know what was the difference between running this and just running regular Claude code. Other than wasting my precious time. Okay, so without the MCP bridge, Claude Code can read, write files, run terminal commands, interact with your code base, but it's essentially blind to Xcode itself. I don't know if that's true because we were able to do some pretty good stuff through Xcode with it last time. It doesn't know what's open, what errors exist in editor, what MCP bridge. Claude Code gets direct connection to Xcode and gains extra capabilities. So I guess it has extra permissions now. So I can see our build errors. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Bone Circuit says LO5 3R. No U. Is that a freaking goblin from OSRS, dude? All right, so let's get the actual markdown file, and let's just start rolling.
Some nursing schools will make you wait months to start your program.
And there's our first commercial for the night, nursing school commercial.
You can start sooner and earn your degree faster. Discover our nursing programs at West Coast University.
Okay, I mean, I didn't really give it any necessary context, like, yo, we're starting the project right now, but I mean, it should know. And actually, I probably should. No, I have this markdown file. I have the context file saved on my desktop, so we'll just write to it as our journal as we go. So, okay, I reviewed your app MD architecture plan and the current project state. Refresh Xcode, Swift UI build, just the default template with app.jl. Yep. The plan is thorough and well structured. You're looking at 4 phases: build, toward a gamified social media lock app. Blah, blah, blah. Would you like to work on first? Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to start with phase 0. So, all right, I wonder how many tokens this is going to burn actually too. I probably should be looking at that. Oh, we got plenty. We got plenty, guys. Okay, 2 tracks. I think I can build things you need to do manually in Apple's portal. Oh, things I can build and things you need to do and manually in Apple's portal. Yeah. So we need to go here. Okay. Go ahead and give me a detailed list for annual stuff. Is that a local, or 49th Media AK says, is that a local quad bot? And what is the code program on the left that doesn't look like Xcode? This is Xcode. This is just the newest. This guy right here is what you're talking about on the left. This is Xcode. It's just the newest version that came out yesterday. They did a bunch of stuff like, actually, let me pull up the release notes. I should go to App Store. I was excited. I don't know if you were in the beginning of the stream, but I was excited because I was like, I guess I read the release notes too quick. I thought that they had finally built in Eternal in the Xcode. So like, for example, I do, if I'm like doing something in VS Code, I pull up Claude Code in the terminal in VS Code. So as opposed to having just like one instance of the terminal running, but this is just Xcode's newest release, which came out 2 days ago, not yesterday. That's all it is. Okay. So I need to go through all of this stuff right now? I don't think so. This is not needed to be done until way later on. Yeah, it does look better. I don't know if you remember, like years ago, Xcode was like the most painful thing to work on. It was so like, it's like you pull up Xcode and you want to do a project on it. I don't know, say 2018, and you're just like deterred from even trying to do anything because it's just like such a time sink. It's very not user friendly. It wasn't. It is a lot better now, and now it even has the. I don't know when they did this, probably years ago, but it has a built-in simulator for like almost any device. I think you can even do. I don't think I have it in here, but I think you can even do like Watch OS in here now. Okay, so I already did all this. I think you're actually worth domain. Okay, here's what I'm gonna sell it. I already have a account. I have already created the project in the App Store Connect. Reference bundle ID. It is in this project. Let's assume that everything for, what is this? Where's my portfolio? Let's assume that everything for app information, app review, etc., we're not going to do until we have to push a build up. Not need to do until we have to push our first build to test flight. Tons of tabs. Things you can select. Yep. I wonder if Claude can interact with Xcode via AppleScript. I'm not sure how it's doing it, but I mean apparently it can now with that MCP. And yeah, I mean this might be it. I probably should have just done my typical workflow, but maybe we'll get something a little bit more useful out of this. Yeah, like for example, I'd be doing something, it would have a build error, and I would have to like go and manually copy and paste the build error into my terminal. Apparently now you can just pull that build error its own and see it. And I think it actually before was able to see failing unit tests, but I don't know. It definitely should now. You say that, but I think you actually can now, dude. I think you can do it from your phone. I don't know if you guys have been looking at all the stuff that Anthropic released last week, but like essentially it looks to me like they're trying to like build an enterprise level or an enterprise version of OpenClaw, because everything that you would want to use OpenClaw for, they're like they put releases out last week to kind of like compete with it. If you guys saw the Auto Dream now. Check this out while it's caboodling. Okay. Cloud Code Dreams, Anthropic's new memory feature. So yeah, they put this guy out, Auto Dream.
It solves the biggest problem with auto memory,
which decay over time. I don't know if you guys know what auto memory is, but the problem essentially was auto memory. I think auto memory like compiles, or it coalesces and squishes down like context from your previous sessions in the background. And this was specifically with either the web app or just like the regular desktop chat app, right? So that's how it was. If you start up a new chat with it, it should like remember, if you're like, hey, remember that thing we talked about like weeks ago or whatever? It had some context left over of that stuff. But the problem is like it did that by writing to just a memory file, right? Just a memory markdown file. And obviously over time, it just gets clogged up. Every time you load a new session, if it has to read the entire memory file, like boom, that's 20% of your usage gone. It's not very useful. So the problem was, Claude finally took its own notes, which is basically what we talked about. But after 20 plus sessions, those notes became a mess. Contradictory entries piled up. Relative dates like yesterday lose meaning. Yeah, that's true. Failed debugging solutions. Blah blah blah. The notebook was supposed to help Claude remember. Instead, it becomes noise. So what they did was run memory. So if you want to check it, run memory inside of your Claude Code session. Look for Auto Dream on. Select if you see it. Claude is already running. So now it consolidates your memory files in the background between sessions. Well, not now. That's what Auto Dream was. That's what Auto Memory was. Is it going to tell you what Auto Dream is? Okay, so it'll just periodically review every memory file in your project, and it'll prune what it thinks is stale. The only problem with this is like you don't have control over that, right? What I have been doing, especially at work, what I've been doing is I've been manually doing that, and I've just been like, if I have specific context for specific things, I like load it into a specific context file. I turn that file into a skill, and I just call upon it if needed. That way, you don't start a new session and boom, you load all this context. And what you can even do too, like if you have so much context everywhere for so many, I don't know, maybe you got like 10 different microservices you're working on and you have context for each one of those, but then you also have a main context file of like the architecture that you, for when you're tinkering with stuff, then you can, in the skills of each of those files, you can like put at the top of it, hey, refer to this markdown file if we ever need to find or get specific context of something that has to do with outside of the scope of what we're looking at. So this is one of the things, but they also have like, you can communicate with it through your phone now, and it's getting ridiculous. I literally haven't even had the time to test out any of the new stuff too. It's kind of sad, but hey, it'd be like that. I'm going to change the music. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I'm going to go back to one of our original stream playlists. Guys, we should petition YouTube to just let us fucking play normal music. That doesn't have to be copyright free stuff. I don't see why artists wouldn't want that. I mean, I'm not making any money off the stream, so it's like, why not? Like that should be the thing. Like if you're not monetized, like you should be able to play whatever music you want. Basically, at that point, it's free advertisement, right? Free advertisement for the artist or musician or whatever. Okay, so I think we almost have a running buildable app. And keep in mind, we didn't mention anything about the UI or how it's going to look, which is fine. We'll get to that later. But I want to know what it's doing right now. I want to know exactly what it's working on. Because I kind of just told it like, hey, we're starting at phase 0. Give me something that's buildable enough we can push a build to App Store. Okay, that's nice. That's cool. So we can actually see the preview of the views now in the IDE before we even run the app. So that's cool. So what about this? What does our home view look like? Can we load that? Yeah, I think we're gonna make this dark colors for sure. So there's the lockout. Dang. Okay. Phase 0 complete. We got our reusable components. So we got, what do we have? We have timer ringing view, we have credit badge view, we have rank badge view, and session card. So this is obviously the timer ringing view. Let's look at credit badge view. I don't see that. Where you be at credit badge view? Is that under components? Probably, yeah. There we go. So there's our credit. That's the credits you're gonna get if you're a good boy. This definitely needs work. Okay. Ranking badge view. Distracted focus, lock in, untethered. I'm gonna be the one who gets untethered because you know why? I'm gonna run instances of this app on a phone that I don't use, and I'm gonna be number 1 on the leaderboard. Session card. Damn, let's do this. Now someone's gonna do that. Okay. What about? Didn't we look at this one already? No, actually, we just looked at home view, which the home view is going to be whatever component is on at a certain time. Okay. All right. Let's talk about models. So we got our lockout session and the session data model with status, duration calculations, leaderboard qualification, logic, and sample data. So pretty simple. Oh yeah. Even with the newest Xcode update, you still can't collapse stuff. Okay, great. Let's look at ranked here. Very basic. Home view, we looked at that. So that's dashboard with the status grid. Session setup view. Active session view, session history view, profile view. Okay. I think Bill's with UI preview ready for phase 1 whenever you. Okay, let's do. Let's write some unit tests to make sure. And there's no logic really yet. Not much, so I don't know how much like coverage we can get, but probably get like a good 10% at least, huh? And I had to come up with a cool idea for the logo, which shouldn't be too hard. So if we let's look at the other two for inspiration. I mean, Pulsio is pretty simple. I mean, it's literally just like a heartbeat sensor and a P. I think probably let's do one similar. I'm probably gonna do not one artsy like Art Rise move. I'll probably do one closer to like Pulsio. I'm thinking maybe like I can't use Instagram or X's like logos, although that'd be nice. But I would like to have like jail cell bars and apps behind the jail cell bar, or something. A jail cell bar, very very basic. And then something that indicates that it's an app stuck behind that jail cell. But I'll probably do that not on stream like I did with the other ones. So it built, and let's just, I told it to make some tests, so we're doing some tests real quick. Hopefully we can get a build pushed up to test flight within 10 minutes. That shouldn't be too hard. Too much of an ask. Shouldn't be too much of an ask. What's this guy doing? Target end date. Add time interval 2 hours. Let session equal lockout session. You would start at, ended at, actual end, status active. They want to expect session not scheduled duration equal the start activation. Does that make sense? What are we actually expecting here? Wait, where's this guy? Do you prefer Claude Code over Codex purely because of the agent harness, or also the model? I just really like the model, man. I did 2 really big projects with Codex back in December, and okay, I did a couple of like small to medium sized projects with Codex in January. And I have no problem with Codex. I think it's fine, right? Like, I think it's perfectly fine. But I can tell you this, like, it might be work propaganda, but everybody on my team at work, everybody's using Claude. Like, if you're using Codex in my pod, you're like the odd man out. Which I don't know. It might just be everyone's personal preference, but I just really, I've had, I just had nothing but seamless ease with how I've been interacting with it since February. So again, I have no problem with the Codex. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like personal preference, but yeah, that's it. And I will say they do have a lot of, there's a lot of other integrated stuff that would make Claude more beneficial, but that stuff I have not been using. So that's the only thing. Okay, so we got all this to pass. So great. 2. Okay, all right. Honestly, the last couple times I did this, I had to manually do all of it. I don't know if because now that it has access through Xcode, if it can do it itself and test and push up a build itself, but maybe it can. James says, I used to hate on Codex back in December. They brew so much, specifically for complex tasks, but Claude degrades a lot randomly. From my experience, Claude Code and Codex model would be so good. Okay, so I'm like super particular and nuanced with how I'm managing context, and that might be why I haven't had any problems with it. If I did the same thing with Codex, I would probably get the exact same result, if I'm being honest. To be fair, dude, I have no problem with Codex at all. I think it's good. I think it's great. I think I just fell for Anthropic propaganda, to be honest with you. Okay. What is it saying? Let me go check a few things required for so I can build. So here's the traditional full sets blocker app icon app. That's empty. Oh, we don't need the. Do we really need an app icon to push up the builder test play? Okay. We got to build that freaking app like them, guys. Can I put just a random? No, I won't do that because I might reject it.
They have silenced me for way too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to get it to do. That's exactly what I'm gonna try to get it to do. I mean, we should replace it.
But truth will be heard in my melody.
Zigzagging.
So it tastes so good. I've been hidden in the darkness with the death promise.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
Take control. Rush through the wind with fire in my soul. Watch me breathe danger. I'm the one to fear. I'm the storm chaser.
That's the right side. 1024 by 1024. Where are we at in usage? Dude, not bad at all. Exactly, man. And only 5% of usage too. Only 5% of usage so far. Okay. All right. So, did it add it to the? Let me check this. Oh, it did add it. I see it. It did add it. I can't even see what it looks like. I guess we'll have to find out. Okay. So we'll open this guy. A destination to any iOS device, not the simulator. ARM64. We got to go to product, archive. This I remember. Xcode Cloud can automate app signing and distribution. Ask me later. All right, so it's building. Build succeeded. And distribute app. Yeah, yeah, it's 1.0. It's the first one. So, and I don't think we want to do. I don't want to do test flight internal only, right? I think, yeah. Here, James asked, have you seen OpenClaw? Pete Steinberg's commits per day. He does like 1,700 commits per day. It's the same. Yeah, I did see that. I did. It is asinine. I'm about to, at work, me and 6 other people are about to do from the ground up an entire proof of concept that we have a deadline of for 2 weeks from now. And yeah, it's gonna get pretty hairy. I think it's gonna look something like that. I'm kind of excited for it. Okay, so that is pushed and it's been uploaded to Apple. So let's go and see. Let's make sure. Let's make sure it actually got the thing diddly. Oh, actually, we have to go through test flight first. Yeah, we got to do this. We got to like manually approve something. How did I do this last time? My brain is 404. Oh, there he is. It didn't. Processing. So we'll let this go for a second. I think it should show up under version as well, and we should have to approve something. No way that there's 700 commits all manual prompts. Yeah, probably not, dude. I think if you saw he was explaining They were. I think he was explaining like what. Dude, have you seen? Have you looked at their GitHub repo recently? They constantly have something failing on there, but it's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Oh, that's him. 5 minutes ago, they broke something. Yeah, I mean, I just noticed that every time I go to the repo, first of all, number one, it's constantly being pushed to, and number two, so whatever build they push up is constantly failing. I don't. Yeah, there's probably not all manual. There's just no way, dude. 1,335 contributors now. Good grief, man. It's absolutely freaking crazy. Are they sponsored by Vercel now? That's pretty cool. Sponsor. I have to say that their readme is a lot. It's just so fucking funny. Oh my god. So many people. Okay, yeah, missing compliance. And we have encryption. Oh. I don't think we're doing anything. Because I think your user should be associated with your Apple account. Yeah, none. Okay, ready to submit. So it should be like I should be able to go into my test flight right now. Well, I'm refreshing test flight, and it's not showing up yet. Again, it might just take a second, but what we can do though, we can run the simulator. See you, man. Did I update something on my computer that just threw everything out of whack, or is this all because of the new Xcode update? Hopefully this isn't my personal iPhone. Oh, duh, dude. What am I thinking? I'm not even picking a simulator. What am I doing?
With Target, filling baskets with Easter magic is
moving
easy.
too fast
That
here.
means fun and festive finds starting at just $3.
Why are you
From
not showing up
tasty
on the
favorite day
test flight?
treats to
That's
the
what I want to
softest
know.
Gigglescape plush toys. We've got everything you need to make their day. Find Easter basket goodies they'll love at Target.
Okay. Yo, that icon actually is not that bad.
There's a place to go. Is it a different high?
That icon is actually not that bad.
When you touch me,
That's actually not that bad. I'm not gonna complain.
in a different light.
Okay,
Oh no.
we got our dashboard. I like that. I like the movement in the UI. Okay. All right. So, great. Oh, can I do that? Let's go ahead and write. Go ahead and write to jail. Located my desktop. What we have done so far in this session, the status of test flight, and what is left to do. Ideally,
Take me down and take me high. Never seen a sky so bright. Catching fire in your eyes tonight. Leave a space there in your heart. For your love, I'd fall apart. Let our love light up the dark like 1,000 shooting stars.
yeah. So maybe it just doesn't have, maybe it just hasn't had time to propagate yet. But we're making note of that.
Leave a space there in your heart. For your love, I'd fall apart. Like 1,000 shooting stars.
And probably need to turn this into a skill. But I think for now, I think it should be okay to move that guy. It should be okay to move him.
Leave a space there in your heart. For your love, I'd fall apart. Let our love
I wonder if I put a markdown file inside of the Xcode project file itself. I think we should put that file in here. It should be okay.
leave a space there in your heart. For your love, I'd fall apart. 1,000 shooting stars.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be okay to do that. I'll move that in here. Just don't add it to a target. This shouldn't have a file should not have a copy of app inside of it too. It should be Whoa, what are you removing? You're removing a lot of shit. Great. We want the check marks. I'm making sure it didn't mess this thing up too bad. Okay, we still have our phases. It removed a lot. It removed a lot. It said that it had a copy of app.md in there. I don't think so. I think that might have been... I mean, did that somehow get in this repository? Granted, I know some stuff in there was not necessary, but okay. I'm going to let this finish. This is probably going to take longer than it needs to. And I'm going to call it quits there. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday.